Scrapbooking.com magazine presents the following feature article from the May 2012 issue. Weddings by members of the Scrapbooking.com design team. My oldest son's wedding was the only family wedding in maybe 20 years. So although he was married 3 years ago, I'm still scrapping the young couple's wedding pages. Sometimes I like to make the most complex page possible, but sometimes I'll decide to make it clean and simple. Although my version of clean and simple isn't really all that simple. This wedding page, however, is an easy one. I made it using only basic cardstocks and just a few circle punches. Anyone can scrap lift it. Because I used glitter cardstocks, it still looks fancy and shiny and bright. On September 26, 2009, my then husband-to-be Greg and I took part in a hand-fasting ceremony. A small group of friends and family joined us at a local public garden to witness as we pledged publicly our intent to marry within a year's time. Hand-fasting was a common Celtic tradition dating back to when priests would travel around and you could only get legally married when he arrived in town. There was harp music playing as we walked out to the gardens from the attached banquet hall, my husband walking ahead carrying a stone Celtic cross, me with a basket of handmade salt dough ornaments, and my 4 boys carrying the CD player, broom, and ribbons for the ceremony. We were followed by our guests, who assembled in a circle around a large flat rock in the gardens. The cross was placed on the rock, then our pastor and Greg and I stood on the rock. We exchanged public vows and the traditional gifts of wheat, a Bible, a dagger, and cloth. I gave Greg a ring of tungsten, and he gave me a Luckenbooth brooch. The pastor tied our hands together with a red ribbon and then welcomed our guests to step forward and each tie a ribbon around our hands too, signifying their agreement to our union. After this, we jumped over the broom and led the procession back to the hall for a party. It was a beautiful sunny day and you could feel the presence of love itself in the air. This is one of my all-time favorite pages because it's about a day that was very special to us, and it reflects some of the magic of that day. We recently celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary, so I decided to go back and scrapbook some photos from our special day. At that time, I hadn't yet discovered scrapbooking, so most of my photos are in peel and stick albums just waiting to be rescued. The wedding collection I used, with its softly distressed patterns and lovebird images, inspired me to choose a few favorite photos and scrapbook them using archival quality supplies. Over time, I'd like to safely preserve all of our precious memories from that wonderful day. Scrapbooking.com would like to thank the following design team members for their contributions. Young Love by Dr. Irit Shalom. Time for Love by Sarah Cooper. 2 Hearts Become One by Jolene Johnston. A printable project card with instructions and a list of supplies can be found by clicking on the step-by-step instructions link within the online version of this article. To find the products featured in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article from Scrapbooking.com magazine. Please check out all of the great articles and projects in this month's issue.